You play it. What do you, yeah. Do you want to start? Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Bad Comedy Podcast. Is this working?
Hell yeah, it's working.
What's good?
That was a pretty smooth intro, I must say.
By the way, I'm Pat Sajak Bulldog, and I'm here with my compatriot,
I'm actually here. Brian Hairlacker.
Brian Hairlacker, the one and only.
But we're not lacking in skills.
Hell no, dude. We just killed that intro. Something Mac would never understand.
No,
Shout out to Mac. He's out of town. He went to a big dick sucking conference. He said,
We're sucking a lot of big dicks, I heard.
"Yeah,
So that's good for him. I'm happy for
there's
him.
one, yeah. It's a bit. It's not like a big conference.
No,
it's a
only-
small
it's
conference,
just
but
two
it's a
guys.
big dick. It's two guys.
Yeah. But did you see the picture of it, though?
No,
Me neither. Mac can show me.
I'm trying to turn you up. Hold on. Wait.
This is a classic.
This is the conundrum. Is
People should know you have to turn on my microphone.
There we
when
go.
I walk in.
I was so focused on learning how to play Bad Company on the keyboard that I didn't do any other sound checks.
But it sounded pretty good to me. Probably sounded better than the original.
Yeah.
Because it's not from 80 years ago.
Dude,
But
yeah.
There's no harmonica today.
What's your favorite band?
Probably Bad Company, I think.
My
Favorite
my favorite group is Queenie Bitch.
I was thinking I saw Queenie Bitch yesterday.
Oh, this is the free episode, by the way.
Okay. Well, I was just thinking Queenie Bitch does have good music, by the way, but I saw Queenie Bitch, and then I just said, hey, Queenie, because I'm like, I don't want to call Queenie a bitch.
Yeah.
So-
You're like, I'm not doing the full name.
Yeah. And I wonder how often that happens.
Probably everyone else wants to call her a bitch.
A lot of people call
her.
me a bitch.
I never even met this person before. Are they cool? Mm-hmm. Are they them great?
Yeah, I think like their favorite band is Bad Company, I think.
Well, if you're in with Bad Company, I like it. Mm-hmm. Check this out.
Nice. So
Yeah,
you just kind of
dude.
had a natural instinct to find that. You ever do
Well,
all
I saw the
black
word-
keys? Do
saw
all,
the-
Listen to how this sounds, folks. You play all these black keys together. All the black
Beautiful.
keys sounds Asian. Okay. That's kind of sus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're trying up something different with the podcast this week. We're doing the gun loaded. Now
Yeah,
that Mac's
so-
not here, we can finally do what we want.
Yeah, he's not going to hold us back anymore from our creative endeavors.
I always thought that we'd perform better if there was a loaded gun that we could spin around.
Yes, and he said that he wasn't going to point it because there's probably still one of them lodged in there. We did load it
Whoa,
today.
you're too loud, Dylan. No,
be
go ahead. You're
quiet.
good.
Well, just the little trick: you buy a gun, but you never buy bullets, and
Yeah.
women love it.
I like that.
Yeah, so just men love it too.
I like how about a gun that shoots knives?
You did show me you have a different kind of I don't know if that weapon's still around here, but it's a kind of a
yeah.
slingshot like. It's kind of a bow and arrow situation.
It shoots darts
out of your pocket.
right here.
It has 3 darts, and you should really only need one. But
No,
it's
just
nice to
one
have
should
security.
be deaf. Check this shit out.
Wow. So, folks at home, you can beware. We have a lot of different kinds of weapons, and they don't always stay in place. The knives fall. But at the studio, there's a big sword sitting on that picture, and I was just thinking it's going to
It's
fall
gonna
on
fall
someone.
on your head.
Or the guest, so I make the guest sit there. But so far, so good. No one's gotten shot. No one's died.
Yeah, man.
But I do have a loaded gun now, potentially.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it feels good.
Have you ever done a podcast with just Mac where I'm not there?
Yeah,
How'd that go?
it was pretty good. We'd like,
feel
wait,
like-
actually, just Smack. No, I feel like we've always had a guest.
You just had to fill in.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird doing just me and you. I feel like
It's
If
probably,
I had to urge. I have to. I want to talk about like real stuff because me and you usually.
No, I like to keep it real.
Me and you usually keep it real. Like Mac's super fake.
Oh yeah, he's always talking about just fake situations,
Yeah.
and he's always being.
He's like, it's my personality, but it's like, dude, you're fake.
His life's a bit.
Yeah.
You know, and
His life's a bit. I think I told you why I think that is, right?
why is that?
I think he's molested.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense.
Wouldn't it make a ton of sense if he was molested?
I mean, he's in that magazine, in that ad.
Yeah, he was a child star.
Yeah, so his parents were kind of already shopping him around. It was
Yeah.
yeah. But he
What
probably
is a
didn't
child model but a advertisement for pedophiles?
right, and an advertisement for Mac's siblings probably.
Hell yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that his whole family was molested, and so he kind of turned to a comedy to turn the pain into something
Dude.
beautiful.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's the only one who wasn't molested.
Right? It's
And
like
that's like what's messing up his head.
it's almost a Batman situation, or it's like
Yeah, it's like he wishes his parents died.
yeah. He wishes his parents molested him,
Yeah.
and so they kind of are dead to him.
He wanted to die like the parents.
And they wanted him to die. And
Batman.
Jason kind of turned
Shout
to
out
music.
to Batman. Yeah, well, I was never molested.
Music and pro wrestling.
I was abused in different ways. I was tortured with sharpened sticks in the woods.
You never got to go to WrestleMania.
No, I never got to. Yeah,
That's torture.
yeah. Me and Brendan Dom. What? Making of a Murderer Kid.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever watch Making of a Murderer?
I like that show.
Am I gonna get to watch WrestleMania even though I murdered a girl?
I like how it's like they kind of just painted him as like what he is, like because is that his little cousin or there's like the younger one
He
that
was like, yeah, the
admitted to
nephew.
it. Yeah,
If
his
you're
nephew.
Hey, come out here, Neff. I need you to help me burn a body.
Or
By
they're-
the way, I totally think that guy did it.
Yeah.
That Stephen Avery.
You think so?
Oh, I think he's guilty.
There was some weird though. I saw like some about blood that they had of his on file, and there was like a vial of it at the police station,
Yeah.
and then there's like a pin needle hole through the top of it. and
That
some
was
of
in
it-
the documentary.
To me, that's almost that's a smoking gun, folks. So,
A smoking gun for like they
That
fucked
they-
with his blood.
yeah, like they planted his blood in that truck.
Oh.
Yeah. For me, it's almost like that's pretty much all I need to really see because
Well,
the rest of it didn't make that much sense.
Some old weird guy works at a junkyard.
Uh-huh.
When he was a child, he used to like light cats on fire.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
He didn't have the best. I feel like we
They
should
put that in.
separate that from, no.
Yeah.
You don't know
I
what
think he
that-
did it. Look at that motherfucker. He
Uh-huh.
looks just like me. I would have done it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a problem is he fits the part and then he has his retarded cousin they just bring him in one time and they grill him a little bit and then he's like, yeah, we
I
did it together.
Yeah, it was fun.
He's like, can I leave now?
He's like, yeah, I had a
Nobody.
good time.
You're under arrest. But I get it though. I have a cool niece and a cool nephew, and I thought I was a cool uncle, but they stopped calling me Uncle Dylan, and now I'm uncool Dylan.
You have some nephews?
No, I made that up to try to be more relatable. I thought I could sound like a Family Guy. You know, these little munchkins.
I got a pair of identical twin nephews plus another one. These motherfuckers shot me with a BB gun. What
Imagine
what is our podcast about? I feel like completely lost right now.
it's the podcast about nothing. We talk a little about
That was the
culture.
that was the premise for Seinfeld, wasn't it? It's a
Yeah.
show about nothing.
So we're the podcast about nothing,
It worked for them.
and I feel like
I made my girlfriend watch Seinfeld last night. First 2 episodes of Seinfeld she ever saw.
really.
She goes, "I'm waiting for a black person to come on screen."
Uh-oh.
I go, "Good luck,
Yeah,
buddy.
don't hold your breath.
Trust me, I've been waiting for years." I used to watch that show as a kid. Like, where's all the black people?
Yeah, like every show, I would be like
Yeah.
Friends. Like,
They should have
had
did
no
an
black
episode
friends.
with Jerry Seinfeld. He's like, "What's the deal with there's no black people on my show?
Where are the blacks?
We're in New York City. There's black people in New York City,
Yeah, I
and yet
believe so.
none on my show."
It's almost like he had a say in it. That's television. That's Hollywood. Sometimes it's a messy industry.
I used to date this girl who was like in Black Lives Matter and everything. She cheated on me with a woman.
Oh, wow.
People used to ask me, they said, did it hurt your feelings that she cheated? They would say like, did it hurt less that she cheated on you with a woman?
Sure.
And I said, no. At least if she cheated me with a man, it would be somebody that I could respect.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's true. It's like you didn't know that she was down there.
Yeah, it's like
it's that low.
This is so low.
Yeah, it's about the lowest thing you can do.
Yeah.
She cheated on you with the same sex.
Hey man, when you're married, it's always the same sex. Am I right?
It's the
same sex marriage.
Yeah. What about lame sex marriage? That's even worse.
How about the lame stream media?
Nice.
Hey, I gotta say something. So she, what was I saying about her? She would always watch movies with me, and she'd be like, "This movie's bad because there's no black people in it." Or we watched No Country for Old Men. Do you ever seen that flick? It's it won the Oscar for best movie or something. It's what, people love it.
Yeah.
It's considered like an all-time great movie. She goes, all the villains are Hispanic. I don't like this movie. It's racist. Well, it's like, have you ever been around in real life? All the villains are Hispanic.
Yeah, so she doesn't like reality is what she's saying.
Yeah, she's living in a fantasy world.
Yeah. Well,
anyway, she cheated on me, so she's a bad person. Doesn't matter how racist I am. You're kind of anti-racist because you got cheated on by her. And
she
was black, too.
So you should say, which color do you want the villains to be? Let me guess.
Yeah, white. We're always the villain now. It's like they go out of their way to be like, there's a white guy who's leading the bad guys.
Yeah, it's like, I guess the villain's
even if all the bad guys, it's like a movie that takes place in Africa. All of a sudden, who's the villain? Some weird British guy comes out of the shadows.
I can't do that. I like Heath Ledger Joker. He puts even more white on his face.
Yeah.
And he's the coolest villain.
That's a good villain. Bane, I think, was Hispanic in the comic books. That's why he's a luchador. That's why he wears like a luchador mask.
And it's kind of symbolic. He's like he climbs up from being in the whatever.
But for some reason, they made him
immigration.
They made him like Basque or something. They made him whatever race that UFC fighter is.
Oh, like Cain Velasquez. Oh yeah, like
I don't even know if I'm right.
No, I don't even.
You know what I'm talking about?
Dagestani.
Yeah, he's from Dagestan. Dag, man. He's from Dagestan.
He wrestled the Bears.
Dag, dude.
It's all the same to me. I kind of let a few different countries in the same region. I kind of just round
Isn't there
off.
Like 20? There's 20 UFC fighters from that country, right?
Yeah,
that I never heard of until the one guy, and they all look exactly like that guy.
Oh yeah,
they all look. They have the same haircut, same.
I think it's
everybody
there does that. Yeah.
Yeah, they all fight bears as 6-year-olds.
No mustaches. It's almost like the Amish, but they're really good at grappling and
Dude, the Amish should come forward at UFC.
Oh yeah,
it's like they got all this natural strength from like building houses by hand without any tools. Like they're for hammering nails into a board with their hand because they can't use a hammer because it's technology. So they're smashing nails into the fucking boards, and then they come in and they're forcing people's nose bones into their brain.
Like their medicine is so much weaker. They have to feel pain all the time, and they make their own clothes. So they probably have like the fine. Like I feel like
they got these Amish newspapers. It's like propaganda. So they got these Amish newspapers, and they'll be like, "Hey, out in civilization, AIDS is up to 87% of the population. Here in the Amish community, 0%. We're killing it still.
Yeah, zero
Amish
gays.
rule."
Go
to school until you're 18. That's how you get AIDS.
I feel like if I was in the Amish,
12.
they'd be like, "Yeah, it's okay. You can use technology. This guy can use it."
They would give you a pass.
Yeah, well, it's like they'd want to even out the score a little bit. They don't want to have to deal with my shit all the time. The Dagestanis would accept me. They have an undeniable fight style where they are going to be able to take you down and do chokeholds. And
you really think the Dagestanis would?
I think that there's a reason that there's like so few of them, and they all train this same kind of style. It's an unstoppable fight style, but there've only been a few people that have
Here's a
been
song.
young enough to train it.
Welcome to Dagestan.
Nice.
That's
so
that's
that is,
your first day in Dagestan. You hear that music.
Unless you're a woman, then you don't get to hear music.
Then you hear this song.
I feel like it's beautiful how we can hear race. You can hear countries
Yeah.
and regions.
It's like if you're ever watching James Bond or Indiana Jones or one of those white guys who's cool, they'll go to like another country and then like a flute will start playing. It'll be like, and you're like, oh, fuck. The swords are about to be curved.
Yeah,
You know?
fuck.
You know, immediately they're going to have some curved swords.
It's like a Pavlov's dogs. You hear it, your mouth starts watering. Here come the samurai swords.
Yeah. Well, that's a different sound altogether.
Or if it's Adam Gilbert, it'd be up an octave.
Yeah.
And you can't even go that high on this thing.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. But yeah, we have a bunch of knives here. Unfortunately, we don't have the Adam Gilbert sized samurai sword.
Yeah.
We also have a small hand that we like to put on the sword. And you can have fun with these things. You don't have to stop playing with toys when you grow up. You can.
No.
We still have. You can use a cigarette. You can smoke it off of a knife if you want.
For a long time, I followed my dreams and did stand up, and I would work jobs that paid me. I would live paycheck to halfway to next paycheck. You know, like I wouldn't make it paycheck to pay. I wasn't living
purpose.
paycheck to paycheck. I was living paycheck to halfway to next paycheck. Then I would die.
Yeah, and you get a rebirth every time because you learn your lesson.
And then I would eat free pizza from the comedy bar when they would let me host, and I'd stretch that. I
like,
somehow stayed fat, having no money.
It's
That's
like
the
you didn't
worst, to
even-
be fat and poor.
Yeah, you could just lived off yourself for a long time probably. But Sam Talon would be dumpster diving. He'd talk about
he's
ate
a freak.
donuts out of a. I know exactly when they're going to throw the donuts away, and I'll go in and scoop them out. It's like
Yeah.
And I think Derek Strong
trust me.
does that now.
Sam can tell with his nose alone when the donuts are going stale and they're about to be thrown out.
Oh
you
God,
know?
you put him around a Krispy
Yeah.
Kreme, it's like game
He's
over.
in the dumpster with his mouth open waiting. He knows. So that some of them get thrown in, they just go immediately in his mouth.
Dumpster diving.
Yeah.
He lives down there,
Yeah.
and he's trash. He's a trash human.
Have you
being.
noticed they didn't? So we've been posting anti-Sam stuff or pro-Lund stuff.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Nathan Lund.
Shout out to Nate Lund. We love you. But no response from him. You'd think we'd get a response with such high praise.
Wow, and it really shows kind of his character. We're giving his friend a shout out. And
Well, I listened to their podcast, and they mentioned it, but real quietly and quickly because they're trying to no sell us.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean? They're
it's
trying to pretend like we're not putting out these clips that are pro-Lund.
trying to big time us.
They're trying to big time us a little bit. And they're going to be good at that because they're much bigger.
Yeah, the chubby
They're
behemoth.
big guys.
It's a big.
It's a weird podcast to listen to. All they talk about is being fat. I was like, is there a market for this?
It's the United States.
Is there a demo
Uh-huh.
that's just like, I need a guy who's fat talking about what he eats?
They're talking about Krispy Kremes and.
I think the same people who listen to
IHOP.
our podcast watch 600 Pound Life.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like, that's their group.
they're trying to get a sponsorship deal. They're trying to get some kind
They
of.
should do a
swap
podcast like
situation.
us where the demo is nobody.
It's like the show for nobody.
We appeal to no one. Yeah, we're like, what if we do a show about nothing for no one?
Those chubby behemoth podcast.
No, that's us.
Okay.
We're Seinfeld plus no audience.
We're gonna make sure we lose everybody by the end of this.
That's the goal.
But we're sitting in a booth. That's step one.
Step one. Yeah, they
We
do that on
have-
Seinfeld.
It's like Seinfeld, Larry David. We
Yeah.
have on a wavelength.
Imagine if Larry David had a
waving
gun.
Yeah.
That'd be a good show.
Oh yeah.
Larry David with a gun. It'd be, here's the name of the show. Larry David with a gun.
Nice.
How do you think?
How do you say no to that?
I think I'm
He
gonna
has a
write that
gun.
down.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Larry David with the gun. I think it's crazy that he had his wife on that show. She might become the first lady. I just think, what if he had a show with like Michelle Obama before she was Michelle Obama, when she was still a man, right? But,
Michael Obama.
Big Michael
You know, there's
Obama.
3 recordings where you could clearly hear Obama call Michelle Michael.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Big
Oh,
time.
God.
Big
4chan.
time.
I need to hear that for myself.
That's my
I've
favorite
been-
conspiracy theory, because if it's true, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
If Michelle Obama's a man, who gives a fuck?
Well, it's just like he was like our roommate for years, basically, Obama. He was our
Yeah.
roommate for 8 years. And so if he was gay, we just want to know. You have to tell us that.
Yeah.
And he told some people, and
He legalized gay marriage, you know, Obama.
did
Meanwhile, he'd been gay married for years.
yeah. So it's like, what is marriage?
It's kind of like, well, he's like, now all you peasants can have the deal that I've had my whole life.
no, he made marriage gay.
Yeah. Make marriage gay
He
again.
married a man.
How about MAGA? Make marriage illegal again. Make
Make
America
ma-
great again by illegalizing gay marriage.
Make America straight again.
Hell yeah.
So that's one of the missions of the Nothing Podcast for Nobody. Is we want to illegalize gay marriage.
Yeah.
We want to put
Yeah.
an end to racism and bigotry.
Gay marriage is
kind of similar.
yeah.
And what else? We wanted to.
Just because I
Make
think marriage
blackface
shouldn't be
okay.
about being gay, it should be about love.
Yeah, it's like marriage. Yeah, that's gay.
What?
Marrying for anything besides love,
Yes.
because it's like you're not doing it the way that God intended if it's not out of a place of love.
Right. And I think it's impossible for 2 men to love each other.
Yes.
So
Because it would be
it's only lust.
if it's men, it's only lust. If it's a
Yeah.
woman, you can love a woman.
Well, you need to bring a woman in to introduce the concept of love to a man. We're just not socialized to love.
no, we're built to destroy.
Who do you think invented the glory hole, a man or a woman?
Men invented everything.
That is true. Shout out to men.
For inventing everything.
Oh no, the batteries. Oh, here we go.
So the keyboard, the batteries. Elon Musk is kind of leading the charge on
Yeah.
battery technology.
He's also leading the charge on being gay.
And
Fuck you, Elon Musk.
having slave children. There are thousands of slave children mining the
What?
cobalt, I believe. I don't really know what I'm talking about. And I think it's still for the greater good, because it's pushing society
Yeah.
forward, even if those kids were going to be doing that anyway.
That's what I heard about. You ever hear about Sierra Leone?
Uh-huh.
They have these children mining diamonds. And they get their arms and like cut off in the process. They lose limbs. But I think, you know, the diamonds really help society, so it's kind of worth it.
Yeah, and it's like we need the diamonds.
We need, diamonds is kind of like furthering.
If you don't want to work, you can go home and see if you survive.
Yeah.
But they lose limbs as they grow up, and eventually that you say that's not a miner anymore, because either you don't have
Yeah.
all
Because
your,
he's not
you need your
in the
arms,
mine.
or yeah, and you're not in the mine
So
because
you're neither.
useless as an employee at that point. So it's a coming of age thing.
It is like a total millennial thing to try and get these kids to not work because nobody wants to work anymore.
No, and it's
They don't even want other kids to work. They want nobody to work.
I don't want anyone to work. I want people to have the opportunity to work. I want kids to maybe have a chance at buying a home someday. And
Yeah.
so they got to learn the value of $1 now.
They should at least sleep in a diamond cave.
For one night, everybody should get to sleep in a diamond cave. And then
The diamond
every
cave
other
is-
night, you sleep in a
That's
dumpster.
what I call where I make love to my girl.
The diamond cave.
Yeah.
I think so.
I take my girl down to the diamond cave, and I'll give her some of my stones. I drop my stones. Did you see that guy at Beer Belly on Thursday who said, I think it was he gave a vibe like it was his first time doing stand-up. He watched the first half of the mic, and then he signed up like 38th. And then he went up and he goes, I'm hoping I get to fuck a girl soon because my nuts are loaded up with cum right
Oh, I
now,
think
and
I
I'll
heard
just be
that.
dropping the biggest cum on her. And then he told a story about his dad abusing him and his mom.
Yeah, story checks out.
That was one of the best comedy sets I've ever seen
Yeah.
in terms of most interesting.
Yeah, and just what is his real goal here?
He was freaking me out.
Well, he wants to get a woman in his basement.
Did he say that?
I'm just assuming
Yeah.
because I think that women deserve women caves.
Yeah, women
Man
cave.
So you build a diamond cave.
Yeah. I always considered a woman cave the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Because I'm a caveman.
Because that's where women belong.
Shout out to women. We love women. And we lust for men after men.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Nathan
we only
lusts
lust.
more like,
Yeah, we can love women, lust men.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Talk women.
That's why
nothing
this
else.
bisexual is not like a good term. Because it kind of implies that you like them both equally, but that's not possible.
No, it's like you can't summarize it
Yeah.
very easily. So just say gay.
Just say gay. We know what you mean.
But we do want to make America straight again.
How about a glory hole for vaginas?
Nice.
I'm writing this down.
It kind of is the glory hole, the vagina.
The glory hat is a hole for holes. Glory
whole
hole for
hole.
vaginas.
Change the world with these ideas. It's all about you have ideas, you write them down, you
Yeah.
spitball them, and then hopefully someone listening to this will turn the whole hole into a reality.
You're a horny woman. You just took a dump in a public restroom. Women
What a
dump all the
rush.
time because they're sitting anyway. Men, like us men, we hold it till we get home.
Yeah.
Women, they're sitting anyway, so they're dumping constantly.
Oh, they're sitting and they're
They're
trauma
like-
dumping.
They're letting one
drama
loose,
dumping.
and everyone just thinks they're peeing, and there's everyone's peeing, so nobody knows which stall the smell is coming from. Hey, maybe the smell was already there. They're dumping all the time, right? So they finish dumping, and then you're like, well, now that my stomach is empty, I could really go for a cum.
Yeah, and
I
she
wanna
wants
cum.
a dick in there and
Not
some
necessarily
to-
a dick, but just like they want to get their pussy sucked. So they stick their pussy in the glory hole for women. The what would it be called?
the
glory hole for women.
The hole, the hoary
The hoary hole?
Yeah, maybe the Maury hole. There's a
The
lot of
Maury
the mystery.
hole.
Is a kind of a theme.
That's where you stick your dick in a hole and you find out if you're the dad.
You find out she's the mama.
The Maury hole.
Oh, my baby daddy's gonna be pissed.
Maury hole. I'm just writing this down.
Maury hole. You can find out if you're even fertile. Good luck,
Yeah.
because men used to fight in wars and now they're infertile.
They're
So-
infertile?
That's why I hope that we have we need like a child army. We need to put these kids to work.
Put the kids to work.
The value of a dollar keeps changing, so they really need to learn it.
Yeah.
They need to learn how to pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Part of a military is you learn how to live outside too, which we're all going to be living outside soon.
And
Especially me, my windows are brittle. I have brittle windows. I pushed on it with my index finger. Look, it broke and
Oh,
cut my
wow.
finger. And
Are
then
you
the
okay?
and then the landlord's like, "You're gonna probably." She wants me to pay. I go, "This is a child hazard. I have children in here."
yeah, you should pay me for helping solve this liability for you ahead of time.
Yeah.
you got ahead of it. So
I'm
now she can-
cut. Isn't my blood enough? You want $200?
shedding blood. She
Look,
wants
that's it.
money. That'd be blood money.
It's blood money. Blood. Yeah.
It's like the diamonds
It's,
thing.
I feel like I'm in Sierra Leone in this apartment.
well, you're trying to save kids.
Yeah, from getting their arms cut up by a diamond.
Kids, right? They're
Isn't glass another word for diamonds?
yeah. You can. It's pretty much. It's going to attract like diamonds or glass. Like shiny objects will attract women. It'll attract children. That's why you have the diamond cave.
Haven't you been working on your rap?
I have been, but I'm not going to do
Hit
it on
us.
here.
Hit it.
I've actually been trying to do a silent.
Yo, what's up? My name is Jason. And I hope you're facing me because I'm about to rhyme and climb a tree because I'm childlike. I like to have fun. Dylan, he's holding a real life gun.
I'm
Put
holding
me
a real
into-
gun.
Put
I'm
me
afraid
under
of
rap.
the sun.
I will rap with you. I could rap all day and never even need a tissue. Thank you.
This is God's
All right.
favorite rapper, folks.
You're up. Let me pass the mic to Mauler the Brawler. Hit it.
Pass me the mic. Michelle's a.
Uh-oh.
I've got the gun. I'm afraid of the sun.
Yeah.
Yes, I like fun. I love Nathan Lund.
Yeah.
I lust after Nathan Lund, folks.
Shout out to
I
Nathan
kind of
Lund.
lost my rhythm.
Yeah, I like that though. You had a
Thank
cool
you.
rhythm. How did I do?
It was good. No, it was.
Come on, man.
It's good.
That was the first time I ever freestyled in my life.
Well, maybe it should be last time potentially, or maybe you should do a lot of it.
Come on, dude. I'm working on a trap album right now.
You are?
You got to build me up.
Is that an album they used to trap women?
No.
No. Children.
It's
Jason.
a trans person who looks so female. It's a trap. Have you heard of this term?
Turns out it's actually a female. Fuck. You didn't have a dick at all.
Oops.
So I said the D word earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now we got to rap fast.
I forgot.
Like
I'm
your
trying to be
Twista.
a clean comic now. I'm a clean comic.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to clean up my act.
I got a recommendation. Drop the joke about the cover of the movie Airplane.
Oh,
That would clean it up nicely.
That for some,
That
you
would clean some of
complimented
the,
me on it
That would
once.
clean some of the shit out of your act.
Yeah, except you liked that joke.
No,
and you
I
told me
don't.
that.
No,
and then
I
you
never
said you
did.
didn't like where I ended up taking it. You were like, the beginning's funny, but then you kept talking about it.
I don't think I ever liked that.
Yeah. There's a bad comedy. There's like a soundbite of it somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And
Wrong.
my airplane joke, I've been working on it, and it's giving me mixed results, but
Yeah.
that's comedy sometimes. That's good comedy. You're going to have mixed results with the exact same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what makes it comedy.
I
It's
wish
not funny.
wish you would get rid of that joke.
You really have a major problem even to remember it. I feel like you'd usually
You
not
did it in
remember.
Beer Belly Thursday.
Uh-huh.
I only watch comedy one day a week.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think I'm gonna quit. I think I'm gonna just kill myself. Actually,
Mm-hmm. But
Get-
it's because of my joke.
partially.
I'll cut the joke.
It's like that joke and then all the other ones. So I don't know.
You did tell me
I've been
one
spending
time
8 to 10 hours a day thinking about KYSing. Kiss it. Excuse me while I kiss myself.
And yeah, it's you've been doing that like it's your job, your full-time
Then
job.
Jimi Hendrix, he eats a big sleeping pill and he pukes in his sleep. Excuse me while I KYS.
No, yeah, it's almost
That's
yeah.
Jimi Hendrix for you.
Overdose.
He did? He took a sleeping pill
Really?
and he puked in his sleep and choked on it.
Oh, it's so
It
embarrassing.
was
I feel
a big,
bad.
Yeah, it wasn't even drugs.
That's like Elvis dies on the toilet. The
Yeah.
king goes out. Come on.
Can you believe this
That's
guy?
not-
He died on the toilet before cell phones. That means he was so bored.
He had no TMZ,
He
and
was
then they had
crushing
him.
zero candies.
That guy, he was the candy man.
Who, Elvis?
Yeah, and that's how Aaron Carter got his start.
Oh,
He molested Aaron Carter.
yeah.
It's like that movie Ghost.
I never seen Ghost.
It's where a ghost, I believe,
Sounds scary.
he R words a lady.
Isn't
the
a movie
other
Ghost
R-word.
not scary? It's about Patrick Swayze being in love.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw
Like
George
what
Sinclair
dickheads?
talk
Imagine you have
about
like a
it.
movie called like Skeleton,
No, but I think
and it's not scary at all. It's like about a skeleton falling in love.
It's just den cat.
That's so stupid. Imagine you had a movie called The Mummy, and it's about like you falling in love as a mummy.
Yeah, it's Brendan Fraser.
Yeah,
so it
instead
has
of
to be
Brendan,
lust
instead
now.
of Brendan Fraser fighting the Scorpion King, it's about Brendan Fraser falling in love with Patrick Swayze.
Well, I think in
as a
Ghost,
mummy.
like he has sex as an invisible man, and I think she doesn't even know he's in the room, and he might just take advantage of her. And I thought that.
Yeah.
So then it's like they should have done that in The Mummy.
Oh. They should do a
his
Patrick
skeleton.
Swayze version of The Mummy.
Nobody puts baby in the corner consensually, and then he's just like, he's there, he's
Is that
invisible.
a quote from the movie?
Dirty Dancing.
Oh.
Am I thinking of the right guy? Even Dirty Dancing. It's dirty.
Why?
Because she doesn't even know he's there, and then he just starts grabbing her, and she's going, "What is going on?"
How about Dirty Harry?
What happens there?
It's a movie with 2 adjectives. Dirty Harry what?
Yeah. Hairy dirty.
Yeah. Dirty Harry balls?
Uh-huh.
That's what I think.
And I was thinking about Cool Hand Luke the other day. Now Luke Skywalker.
Oh, wait,
I
wait.
guess he has one hand still.
Wait. It's, wait, no. Fuck. What is it?
What is life? Sometimes what is
Fuck.
time? What were you trying to figure out?
Jesus Walks.
Boom, 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 boom. One
No.
lower. That's probably it.
It isn't. It's not that. It's. I know how to play it on bass.
Oh.
It's.
Oh.
It's F.
Oh. Oh.
Wait.
Oh. Sounds like Santa.
F and. It's F and. Wait, no, it's not F. It's A sharp and D sharp. So it's. None of this sounds
That sounded closer. Oh, that's it. Oh. Is this not gonna have too much Asian influence? Yeah. Jesus walks.
Whatever.
Jesus walks with me. We should jam more. That was the Bad Company.
Bad
to
Comedy
have someone-
Band.
Yeah, someone that's actually competent about music at all. But then
Check me out every Friday at Power Hour.
Uh-huh.
I didn't go.
Ass
I didn't
to
go
ass.
yesterday.
Why not?
I slept.
All day?
Yeah. I
And
slept
you were-
maybe 80 hours this week. I think I got long COVID.
Uh-huh.
I think I got brain damage. I think it's over for me, dude.
You were dreaming about
What's the
killing
point?
yourself in your sleep.
I'm
for
Terry
8
Schiavo,
hours.
dude. What's the point? Unplug me.
Sometimes in life you think, okay, how do I get plugged in? Because people say pull the plug. I love electricity. They say if something ever happens to me, pull the plug. If something ever happens to me, can it be me getting plugged in? But I don't want to be
Yeah.
brain dead. I want to be electrified.
Instead of getting plugged in, I want to be tugged out.
Uh-huh.
Tug me
Drugged
out.
out.
Tug me out.
You ever thought about you could get
I got an
involved
innie.
in,
Tug me out.
You could be
Tug out my innie.
and that's I don't know what that would mean.
Hey,
I don't know if I want to do that.
yeah.
I'm not signing up for stuff that I don't know the name, what it means anymore. I used to just sign whatever you guys would hand me a Bad Comedy contract where I sign away my life. I say I'll get paid nothing. You have all my intellectual property, and I just signed it on a whim. And so I don't know if I want to tug out whatever you're talking about.
You know what's missing from this podcast?
What is that?
Is Mac interrupting me to tell a joke that I wrote.
Uh-huh.
Well,
And this
you know what I was thinking
happens-
about that is when you're like trying to come up with a new joke and then Mac is interrupting with you with a joke that you wrote 8 years ago.
Uh-huh. And it's like, nice, you just covered up this fresh new bit.
And then people are like, you guys always do the same jokes.
uh-huh. And it's like, yeah, we do.
Well, not this episode. Let's do some old jokes, I guess.
So I'll probably dig up some of Mac's jokes and probably do some of them. Oh no, what happens if my gun disappears? I guess I don't have a gun anymore.
Yeah.
That's the end of the joke. It's over. Or what else?
Yeah. That's when I realized I need to stop buying guns because people keep stealing them, and I don't want to buy more guns if they're just going to be stolen
That
again.
is like we could both do these. Like these
Yeah.
are making it original. Mac says.
So anyway, it was
So these-
9/11, and I was up in the World Trade Center, and then I died. That's it.
Yeah, and he
End
had
of the
no
joke.
idea what was happening.
That's the end of Mac's joke. That's one of Mac's.
Mac, I'm pansexual. No, you're gay. And so it's kind of a different
Yeah.
take on it. And then I shot him.
I
was
remember
kinda stealing Dan's.
he had to. Yeah, did I shot him?
I'm pansexual.
Oh, shout out to James
Just
Najar.
kidding,
I
I'm
unfollowed
gay.
him on everything.
Oh, nice. I blocked him on everything, and I encourage.
Shout out to James Najar. He's a joke thief. I knew he was a TikTok joke thief because I saw his TikToks and I was like, oh, he's just taking other people's TikToks.
Yes.
But I thought, you can't do that in stand-up because,
the cardinal sin.
I don't know why I didn't just assume he'd be doing that in stand-up too. Of course he is.
Yeah.
I actually believe that James Najjar has never written a joke ever.
I think it's possible because he says he can't write. Like he's told people that.
He's illiterate?
Maybe that's what he means. Is that so? Then I kind of feel bad. It's disabled. It's like I said, I'll help you write if you want help
Don't
writing.
offer him any help.
But I just think that'll
What are
help the
you doing,
problem.
Dylan? No, the way to fix this problem is this is the free
ruin his
episode.
career.
I was gonna say something.
Well, you know what? We say a lot
the
of
way
things
we
on
the
here.
way we really fix it. Oh, never mind.
See, there are different levels of what is the risk I'm comfortable with. If we just continue to talk about them, people hear about it, then they can decide for themselves. If we take it to extreme measures, I'm not an extremist. I don't know about you. I like to just kind of do the moderate thing,
Yeah.
which is to kind of just speak my truth, what happened to me, and try to hope
Is that
that
cool?
doesn't happen
Does that
to
even
anyone
look
else.
cool? It's like I
That
don't
looks
understand.
cool.
Is that what people think is cool? Like, does that look cool?
Not if you're saying, does that look cool?
Like, I don't.
I feel like it still looks cool. Yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool. Because it's kind of like, I don't know, anyone that's kind of playing with some, you got a spinny thing,
Yeah, it's a.
your keys. It looks cool. You look like, yeah, I'm kind of bored here. I don't even care. I'm like not even looking.
But I don't understand the butterfly knife. It's like Switchblade's way cooler.
Can I get a caterpillar knife?
Yeah,
Is that when it's not cocked?
that's when it's in the cocoon.
Get a cocoon knife.
Cocoon knife.
So, yeah, I have a what's the deal knife at home that Jason got custom made for me, and
Yeah, Christmas present.
he said you have to tug me after this.
Tug me out. You have to tug me out.
Ho 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 no homo ho mo ho mo ho.
I can't even remember how to play it from 2 minutes ago. It's B sharp and no, it's A sharp, D sharp. So that's G.
Yeah, that one. Ho 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 ho. Jesus walks.
Fuck it. People.
Fuck. Ho 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 ho's ho ho.
Rap.
Walk with me. I'm trying to remember my Sam Talent rap. Mac steals my jokes 'cause it's wartime. Mac runs the light just for more time. What did I say about Sam Talent? My ass. Sam is.
This is so bad, dude.
I'm not a freestyle guy. I'm not an improv guy.
Not you, just us.
No, it's.
Just what are we doing?
I'm never.
I mean,
think
it's
it
a
is.
bad comedy podcast, but I'm playing Jesus Walks on a keyboard for some reason.
I was thinking, is YouTube gonna like this? More like JewTube, right?
I don't know,
'Cause
man.
Who knows? The times are changing.
Jew York.
Jews like Kanye, the blacks like anime.
Yeah.
It's all, everything's getting mixed up. It's a melting pot. And
Black
let's
people have liked anime for a long time.
make America a melting
It's just
pot
like
again.
it's just like cell phones are more available now, so people know more about each other. Like before cell phones, we didn't know about how much black people were getting shot, and we didn't know how much black people liked anime.
Yeah.
And now we know both. But it's like they've both been getting shot and liking anime this whole time.
Yeah, the media was never pushing that black people like anime enough.
Oh, they love anime.
They should've
Comic
been
books and shit. Here's the other thing: WWE wrestling. People think it's a hillbilly thing. No, it's mostly black and Hispanic audience. Like it's not what you think.
Interesting.
The nerd shit among black people is crazy,
Uh-huh.
but like they've been hiding it with having cool hip hop guys be their main pop culture shit.
Yeah.
But now it's changing even worse because the hip hop guys are starting to do the emo shit with Lil Uzi Vert. Because Kanye made the album 808s and Heartbreak. Dude, a rap album with the word heartbreak in the title, you know it's like over.
It's like, is he doing this?
So that
for
inspired all these other rappers to be gay.
him?
And it sucks.
Yeah, he changed the world
Yeah.
one album at a time.
I think you got to be like doing your heartbreak shit low key by yourself with no help from anybody. Nobody knows about it.
He should never let Kim see that album
Why do you think that?
because then she probably just discredits him a little bit, and then she's.
I mean, that was that came out way before Kim.
Okay, we didn't have to go to the timeline. I was trying to. What was I gonna say? I saw Mike Tyson talking about a boxing event he was at. There's like 20,000 people, and he said like 19,950 of them were Mexicans or something. And he was just saying that this Mexican guy won, and the place went crazy. But I thought those other 50 guys, though, they were probably not happy. That's not my. I feel like I'm in Chinatown, the real one.
I went to go see like the
Wuhan.
movie. I went to see Schuler King. He's a he's kind of a YouTube famous guy, but he's a stand-up comedian. My girl knew him because he's from North Carolina. And he's like a comedian for black people, and he was awesome. He did some really road hacky stuff. Like at one point, he did a long joke where he does like a Trump impression and like a Nigerian guy impression and like a bunch of just like really hacky impressions. But he also did like 10, 15 minutes on Kevin Samuel, which was awesome.
Who is that?
Do you know who that is? He's this guy who died like a year or two ago who was like the black Andrew Tate. He's like old black Andrew Tate. Women would call into his show.
Andrew Lee.
He's
dead now too. But.
Yeah, he died. He had a bunch of boner pills in his system. He'd always be drinking a Red Bull, and then women would zoom in, and he would tell them that they were not high-value women, and they were never going to get a high-value man. And he'd had all this shit like that. It was super crazy.
I like that. I was thinking Barbie is kind of like the female Andrew Tate. Like she's kind of theirs.
I didn't see it. Did you see that?
No, but I just feel like it's about feminism and just stuff and simp trafficking and all this. And it's
I have no idea. It's Andrea Tate. I like that. Andrea Tate.
Yeah. And I think it's great.
Anyway, the Schuler King guy, I was the only white person in the crowd. It was me, and there was one other white person there, and for some reason, we were sitting right next to each other.
Wow.
It was, and I
For
didn't know him.
some reason.
I didn't know him.
You ever feel like there's only one other white guy in here, and you kind of nod, or you're like...
Oh, I didn't want to nod, because I didn't want any black people to see.
True,
like
it's tipping them off.
Yeah.
Like, it's like one of these.
Yeah.
One time I tried to get up at Comedy Bar. I told the person I thought could help get me up, like, hey, I don't know if there's anything I can do to, like, maybe get on the list, like, just something like that. Because I was trying to say, like, sneakily, like, just put me on there.
Sounds like you're offering them.
On.
It seems like you're offering them coke.
I think that's what he thought after, because he thanked me.
Who was it?
I think his name's Garrick. Yeah.
Garrick.
But it's like, I feel
Garrick?
like... I think it's Garrick, but then it's like...
There's a guy named Garrick?
I feel bad even saying I think, because people are like...
There's a guy named Garrick?
Yeah, no one believes it. People say, what is his name? And I say it again, and then they're like, Garrett? And then I'm like...
Garrett? Okay.
Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig. Garrick. There's a Garrick. Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig's disease. Just say it wrong.
There was a guy...
That was Lou.
Me and my
Gehrig.
girl watched a show called Seeking Sister Wives.
Oh yeah, Sister Wives.
And there was a guy, and his name was, I think it was Garrick.
Yeah, so
and he was like pure evil in the name of Jesus.
It's a Mormon thing.
He wasn't Mormon. It's
he
actually
more
there's
women.
It's more. It's like more women.
Yeah, because can we get some more?
Because you can't marry more men. You can only marry more women.
Can only lust after them.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, God's been saying it pretty plain and clear.
You're God's favorite Mormon and rapper. You're God's favorite Mormon rapper. I got sister wives.
Come on,
I
bust
need
a flow.
brother husbands.
It's flow time.
Okay.
Here we go, Dylan.
Need sister wives. I need sister husbands.
Hey.
No, I doesn't.
Whoa.
I like that movie Baker's Dozen.
Never seen it.
It's Steve Martin, I believe. His career is over. It's really terrible. It's sad to see because he tries to get
Steve
money.
Martin. I heard him farting. His farts smell. I want to send him to hell.
Nice.
Fuck that bitch. He shouldn't be around me. If I ever see him, I'm gonna cut his knees.
So it's a Steve's knees, we say.
Yeah.
We're gonna break his kneecaps.
The Steve's knees.
Me, I got no cap. I'm not an improv. I would have to be
can't
so
freestyle, dude.
uncomfortable. I could, but it just I feel like why am I delivering this trash when I could just sit and write it? And it'll
Well, you
got to
start
good.
somewhere, dude.
I got to do it by myself, and
If
then
you
I'll
if you
deliver.
freestyle for 10,000 hours, Juice
Yeah.
WRLD will go in the studio and he just freestyle every time. You know.
And that's how you get the little.
That's how you get
slim straighties.
That's how you get enough money to drink so much lean that you die at an airport.
Yeah, and then Dr. Dre discovers you, but it's your body.
Then Dr. Dre discovers your music, and
This is Death
your
Row.
friends discover your body.
I'm wearing this T-shirt, Death Row, but it's because I love Brian Rowe. You should check out his album.
Death to Brian Rowe.
Death to, it's what is? How do you say it? Death of ego, death of comedy.
Yeah. Ego death.
Ego death. Or it's just isn't there something just like infant death or something that's just like
SIDS.
Yes.
Sudden infant death syndrome. There's also another disease that babies get sometimes called failure to thrive.
Oh, really?
That's my favorite one.
Wow. That's
Failure
like
to thrive.
Insult. Oh my gosh.
It's like your body failed. Like you just stopped growing. It's like
not thriving.
yeah,
I think I have that.
You're not, nutrients aren't going in. Everything's just like, I quit.
It doesn't thrive.
Fuck it.
I'm trying to thrive right now
Yeah.
in life. I'm failing.
Me too.
They just say failure.
Man, dude, I've been failing for way longer than you, so I actually don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear you complain because I feel like it's like I've been failing, so I don't give a fuck about your failure.
For sure, and it's kind of, I heard nobody cares about 1 million people dying in China. This was a phrase before
If you
it
think you're failing in America, think about how many people are failing in China.
Yeah, think about the kids that are not thriving. Even in the Ukraine, they're not thriving.
Yeah,
because they're dying. It's like
they're failing to.
Can we just give them the territory instead of SIDS?
Oh, big stretch. Oh, I feel like a kitty cat. You ever see a kitty cat stretch? They get their whole back going up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they have more room than us.
My
It's
girl
bullshit.
calls it a Halloween cat when they do that, because you ever see the Halloween cat's back is all up.
What do you think? Okay, ask her. Black cats have the stigma of being bad luck. Do you think that's a coincidence? And do you think that we should try to get that evened out? Because that's bullshit.
I think it's racism.
Black cats actually get bought less because of that.
I know, it's true.
So it just is.
And it's also like when it's like they make the water comes out, the motion sensor, they only test it on white hands. So when black people try and put their hands under there, they can't get any water to wash their hands. So that's not fair.
It's whitewashing.
That's called systemic racism.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways where it's like systemic. It's like the pipes and stuff. And,
the whole
depending
system.
where you might not even get clean water. But I have clean water. So that's the kind of China thing is I'm taking care of. My toothache, if I have a toothache, which I don't right now, shout out to my dentist, but I don't have a toothache.
Yeah.
If it was toothache or 1 million people in China, what do you think I'm going to choose?
I think I need to see a doctor.
I recommend to see 5 out of 5.
I should see a doctor, so yeah.
Should see a doctor and get all your worries kind of taken care of. Get on a bunch of psychedelics.
I need a doctor who could tell me what's the point of all of this.
And he's going to say, fuck if I know. I'm a doctor. You
Well,
know what I could tell you?
That's not the kind of doctor I want to see. I want to see one who knows.
That's the thing. They never make it fun, and that's why people don't go to the doctor. They never do any other fun games or anything. There's nothing that you don't get to watch anything there. They just tell you some depressing things about your body that I haven't thought about this in years, and I'm seeing it. Their dentist is in my mouth. I think this is disgusting, my mouth, and it's in me.
My doctor made me so pissed off at them, I had to get revenge on them.
You did? How'd you do that?
Well, they told me I was too fat and I need to lose weight. Destroyed my feelings.
Yeah, that's
so
an awful
sad.
thing to say. It's not true, by the way.
So I got revenge.
How'd you do that?
I made the doctor hold my balls while I coughed.
Nice. And you say, yes,
like,
I do want you to.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, hold these nuts.
Hold these nuts in your hand.
Yeah.
Take the
bitch.
glove off.
Dr. Bitch.
Take the glove off, bitch.
Dr. Bitch.
Tug me out. Go ahead, tug me out. I got any balls. Tug them out.
Sometimes I like just trying to eat really bad and just not take care of myself and just go back to the doctor and just see how mad they get at like, oh, Dylan, you were supposed to be flossing. And instead I was just drinking
What are
extra
you talking
Red
about?
Bulls.
I brought all my chains.
Yeah,
Is that what you tell them?
See,
Oh, I thought you meant this kind of flossing, wearing all my diamond jewelry.
don't look at my smile, look at my chains.
Yeah.
They're much cooler. And,
My pearly white diamonds.
Check out
My
my
pearly
actually have a
white pearls.
necklace.
I always just wear a pearl necklace. I go, check out my pearly whites.
Yeah. Is it 2:30 yet?
It's 2:30.
Yeah, I thought about saying that in
Yeah.
a job interview because it was at 2:30. I wanted to make like a Nathan Fielder joke of just like, I thought I was going to apply to be a dentist today. Or I thought I was interviewed to be a dentist.
Yeah.
And then see if they like my sense of humor. But I think cracking jokes is probably not a good strategy. Do you think I should have on my my resume? It should say fun experience.
Well, the first call on our job interview is about they just checking if they feel like you're a cool enough guy to work with.
Yeah, that's kind of my.
Before they test if you even have skills, they're like, "Is this guy normal?"
Yeah.
So yeah, I think maybe you got to feel it out. My
need to
tip
do
is
something else.
take half an Adderall, and then watch a bunch of videos of toddlers and like having fun, and listen to like your favorite band, like.
Try to get a bunch of life in my.
Yeah, like get real optimistic.
Yes,
you
some
know,
animals,
like
some.
that's how I got my
travel.
job. Legit, I did that.
Yeah.
Every interview, every phone interview, I was like amped up, like feeling happy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to inflect
That's a
my
move.
voice.
That's a move I invented. That's a life hack.
I just think if I smile when I'm not naturally smiling, I feel like that's got to look weird. Or I thought about it in stand up if I smile on purpose.
No, being natural is more important.
Yeah. But then that's the problem with job interviews. They're like, this guy doesn't even want this job.
The thing about you is you're so weird.
Yeah, so weird and just the
Yeah.
resting sad voice. And
You were raised by the tree from Pocahontas.
it doesn't, it's not, no one talks about if you're raised by
Your
trees.
your
it's a
only
rough
friend was the
start.
raccoon.
No, there are some other critters, but it was, I
Mostly
love raccoons
critters.
to this day.
Your friends were mostly critters. growing
Squirrels
up.
and
Yeah.
chipmunks and mostly
take-
rodents.
I mean, wild animals take a smile as a threat, like you're baring your teeth.
Sink
That's
my
why
teeth
you're-
into this. Sinking my teeth into this job.
That's
I don't
why
even have
you're-
it yet.
That's why you come off as, no
I was raised
teeth.
by trees. I wasn't socialized enough. Trees aren't.
Yeah.
They listen. They hear you.
Yeah.
They don't say shit back.
You don't
There's a
have to.
truth
You
in-
don't have to read their nonverbals.
No.
They pretty much are always doing the same thing with their body,
Growing.
and that's what it's all about. Growth.
Growth. And I grow over time.
I was gonna say something important.
I have a slow growth and failure to thrive quickly, but I thrive. It's like years later, I'll finally perfect. I was trying to do origami, and I spent years just trying to do the basic folds. There's something about it that just is so tricky to me, and space time sometimes is tricky to me.
Sometimes.
But yeah, so to this day, I'm afraid of origami.
Yeah, because it's like your dead parents.
Yeah,
Paper in general.
it brings things back.
It's like, what if you took a corpse of a human being and folded them into a crane?
Yeah, I think I'll just get
That's
a regular
probably what it's
crane.
like for you.
Well, I feel like I fold.
You're like, why'd you fold my dead parent into my critter friend?
and then it's like, and then you think it's real, and it turns out it's just paper.
No, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, and then
Imagine getting killed with this knife.
paper airplanes have always
you
been a
got twisted.
struggle. Do you think 9/11 is almost like symbolic of like your parents will eventually both perish? Your tower, those are your towers.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Is that girl? She wouldn't watch any movies that had any black people portrayed bad or Hispanic people portrayed bad, or she loved the Lord of the Rings because she was a black nerd. Because people, like I've been saying, there've been black nerds forever.
Yes.
But she was one, and she loved Lord of the Rings. You know what I had to point out? The only black people in the Lord of the Rings are the orc monsters that are born in the mud. Everybody else is white.
Yeah, it's not a good look for Samuel.
Well, how come there's no BIPOC hobbits?
There's
where's the
no
BIPOC?
representation.
Where's the BIPOC hobbits?
It's Seinfeld all over again as well. It's the movie about nothing.
Yeah.
What is this? Okay, a ring. It's not even. I don't even have one. I have a lot of jewelry. You know that. I have bracelets.
Yeah.
And
where's the hobbit with some bling?
This is my precious.
Where's the hobbit that wears a matching sweatsuit?
It's probably out getting laid. I don't see any sex scenes in this movie either.
There's zero sex scenes in the fucking Lord of the Rings.
These are all the loser hobbits. They're not even.
That's probably why it's Mac's favorite movie, because he's afraid of sex from being molested.
He probably is afraid of sex, and so he
Mac
just kind
likes Lord of the Rings. You like it?
No.
Yeah,
I just
neither.
feel like as a kid I was like, oh, but I was kind of conditioned to like it.
My dad was like,
likes
I
that.
gotta take you to see this in theaters. It's gonna be important. Like when I watch Star Wars. I went to the first one. I liked it. I was young. The second one came out years later. I was older. I fell asleep. And then the third one, I didn't go.
That's good. It's way too
Then
violent.
later, I watched the
not...
third one with my friend who got shot, and he was on fentanyl patches. And I left like halfway through because my friend fell asleep from the fentanyl.
I was thinking, have you considered getting involved in the fentanyl crisis firsthand? Like if that's something that you think would maybe help, just... You're talking about KYSing, like this stuff's got to be good, and then people talk about ketamine. Maybe you can ketamine yourself instead.
Yeah. Maybe I can get on more drugs. I think that's probably what I'm missing.
Add drugs. Watch Lord of the Rings.
Add it to my fucking Adderall addiction that I think is honestly what my main issue might be. How about these cigarettes? You smoke them, right? And they're regular, and then you crush the filter. It turns menthol. Who are those for? Mixed people?
That's a different market than Lord of the Rings.
Mixed people, right?
Yes, it's for mixed people.
Crush filters so you can appease both sides of your...
It's for good comics.
Yeah.
Kind of filter out the Von Tragers of... Mac's kind of the Von Traeger of comedy in a way, because he has the harmonica.
He's the Von Traeger.
Fuck. I always give him credit as being Von. But it's Bone Traeger.
Bone. It's Bone Traeger. When I'm done with him.
It's
Bone Traeger.
Yeah, he's
I bet if Bone Traeger disappeared, everybody would miss him. Not
nice. I actually want to use that in one of my jokes, and like I wanted to add another thing on one. Say it was this the whole time. And I'm like, I can't do that. I'll ask Mac's permission, but I still feel like. That's kind of his thing.
He invented that.
He invented it the whole time.
He probably
loves when we're talking about him.
Mac?
Yeah. Like if he listens back to this, which I assume he will, he's going to be like, I love that I got all these shout outs. And they know me so well, and even more than he knows himself. He was molested. He blocked it out, and he escaped into the comedy world. Is just a positive outlet for him to avoid sex. Nothing like a good glass of water in a mug.
This really is a free episode. Can I say that?
Ain't that the truth? It's so free right now. There's no buttons. We're not getting muted.
I feel like I've had no good ideas.
If you were John Hickok, this would be a mug shot because it's a mug, kind of. Do you think I guess it's a jar. Fuck.
Why would it be? What's his mug shot? What does that mean?
It's just the size of a shot.
This is the
John
knife you
Hickok.
gave me.
Yes, it is.
Pretty
Which
sweet.
It seems like you just kind of put it around the shelf, collecting dust.
Is this a Goya brand?
It's a Goya knife.
You buy this with your beans?
Oscar de la Goya. He the Goya dynasty.
Yeah.
Which
There
he
was a
built.
minute where all the Hispanic people were boycotting Goya products because I guess Goya backed Trump.
Oh really? Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, and that's
That was super confusing to me. Why would they do that?
they love Trump.
They're like, it's really going to help us at the bean factory.
No, they thought. Are you saying Goya did that? or-
Goya backed Trump.
Yeah,
and
they-
then all these Mexican people I knew were boycotting Goya because they're like, we're Mexican, dude. Goya's Mexican shit.
people should just learn to stay in their lane. Goya, you're great at beaning, canning, boxing. You need to just stay in your lane. No one cares about your. Don't do this because it goes both sides. Bud Light does it,
Yeah.
but that was to the other side.
Yeah, what's going on with Bud Light? They're
just
like,
thought-
let's piss off our fan base.
And they're drinking piss.
Why-
Probably is
yeah.
why. Because I need something way stronger than that. I love to smoke cigarettes. I love the burn of cigarettes.
Feel the burn.
But yeah, Goya, that's like an actor talking about, oh, you should do your part. It's like
Yeah.
all these actors telling people to get COVID shot. I shouldn't talk about this on the public one because
Can
of
I say
YouTube.
something? I got 20 COVID shots,
Mm-hmm.
and I only got COVID 10 times. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, you have had COVID hundreds of times. But yeah, it's good. I'm glad you got your boosters.
Pretty good odds.
Because the boosters hurt. That's no.
Oh, yeah.
That's no cakewalk.
You know who was the first person I ever saw get a booster? It was Adam Gilbert. It was a booster C.
Yes, and he still uses that to this day. And he got COVID,
Yeah.
and it was a little bit more than 19 this time. I'm not supposed to talk about these words. Are going to flag things, probably flag something.
You can't even say the word
That's the
flag
point.
anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
When you hear a rainbow flag. The rainbow flag, it's supposed to represent diversity and just all the different colors of people, and then the gays come in and they appropriate it. And
Stealing the rainbow flag from all the leprechauns.
and really you're supposed
That's
to
who really got hurt in that exchange. The
Yeah,
leprechauns.
Exactly. They've
They've been rocking the rainbow thing forever.
They went too heavy into green. We thought they didn't really care.
Now these fucking leprechauns are walking around like, I ain't gay, man. I got no problem with gay people, but that ain't me.
And it's luck of the Irish.
That's that's the bad luck of the Irish.
They don't talk about that. It's all about it.
Getting
Yeah.
their flag stolen.
Trust us, there is some at the end. If there's not,
Ari Shafir, did you
isn't.
watch Ari Shafir's special Jew?
uh-uh.
He did this joke at the end, and it was a joke that I had also written, and I was so sad. His like closing joke,
Oh.
and he did it so much better than me. But the joke was, the reason why gay people took the rainbow as their flag is because if you remember in the Bible, the rainbow was a gift from God after Noah's Ark. Do you know that?
Really?
So he floods the world, he kills everyone in the world, and to say, I'm never going to do this again, he gives the rainbow. And that's the sign to
Wow.
Noah to be like, I'm not going to kill everyone. And I think the reason the gay people took that as their motto is to remind God, hey, don't kill us all at once.
Yes.
Remember, you said you weren't going to kill us. The rainbow. That was my joke. And Ari Shafir, that was his closer of his Jew special.
And he stole that.
He didn't steal it.
But that's like James Najjar stole. It's a compliment. Ari
Yeah,
Shafir-
sort of.
Yeah.
And then
It's also an insult.
Shane Gillis's closer was about John Cena doing Make-A-Wish and his first special. That was like my closer. I write every great comedian's closer for myself, and then they take it, and then now I fucking have nothing.
But your special came out first. Right?
No.
Fuck.
Shane Gillis got a new special I watched. I liked it.
Oh yeah, I heard that was good from you. So it was really good. I heard other people.
It
say
inspired me
too.
to make me want to do stand-up again. And then I went on Instagram and I watched 5 stand-up reels in a row, and it inspired me to not want to do stand-up
Yeah, I
again.
don't know why you watched one even.
I don't know, man.
Why you give these kids a chance? You know they're gonna just fuck it up. They're gonna fumble the bag.
The worst thing is, like, I hate everybody, but like it would be fine if everybody loved me and I
Yeah.
hated everybody,
Uh-huh.
but nobody likes me.
So it's like that's
So
the
it's
only
like
problem is
I
people
just
need to
am
love you.
alienated from them, and they're
Uh-huh.
alienated from me. It's like, ugh,
What
this is
you're
a bad
supposed-
scene. I think I should just quit comedy.
You should probably, I think, double down at this point.
Oh, double down,
Yeah.
do more hate and get them to hate me
just
more.
just do more. Just start more shows. Have
Start
like
more
7
shows. That's a good idea.
And then you'll know I'm headlining.
I should open a comedy club.
The Bad Comedy
I
Club.
wish- Do you think
Yes.
Mac's going to be poor?
No.
Like, you know how Mac's always talking about how he's rich?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like he's going to be poor soon?
That would be ironic to.
I feel like his money situation isn't going as good as it used to.
I think he's not going to be on the streets,
No.
but I feel like a Bad Comedy Club. There's a lot you could.
Well, I
have the
wanted him
podcast
to go in
studio
and start a
there.
club with me.
Uh-huh.
Maybe John Hickok will start a club with me.
Yeah,
He's rich.
yeah, and I feel like
Me and because I was like, maybe Mac could start a club with me, but now it seems like he's getting involved with some shady business stuff.
some pyramid scheme stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Uh-huh.
Some MLMs.
Uh-huh.
What is that? What it's called? MLM.
He said there is some MLM.
He
which
said
is
there's an
universal.
MLM aspect to
Uh-huh.
this.
Yeah. When I was like, how quickly into the first video that they had you sit in, like, did you say this is a pyramid scheme? And he said there is some MLM elements or something. I was like, that's good too, because I was like, if you're not real with me at this point,
What's a
then
MLM?
mid-level marketing.
Yeah, mid-level
It does sound
marketing.
perfect for him though. It's just be a middleman.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Connect the expert of the product with the customer. There's a lot of dumb comment. He kind of sold me on it
He sold you on it?
when I didn't do it.
You went to a meeting.
I was in a video conference with Andre Shem. Shout out to Andre.
Shout out to Andre Shem.
Uh-huh. And it was like 30 of us, and they were kind of just casting a wide net or whatever, trying to get as many people
Yeah.
and see how many suckers stick around. And
Right.
but maybe for Mac's situation, maybe he'll
It's basically my
you'll-
approach to women.
uh-huh.
I give them the same.
numbers
I give
game.
them all the same spiel,
Uh-huh.
and I see which idiot falls for it. And
Exactly.
that's how I got the love of my life.
You plant a lot of seeds.
My beautiful black queen.
Mm-hmm. And you can get a black queen out of it. You can usually they try to sell money.
Yeah,
They say, hey, you can stop being a broke loser.
that's
can
what I
make a lot
do
of
in
money.
my Tinder. Is I put
Uh-huh.
one of the pictures is a big stack of cash.
Yeah, which women love cash.
Yeah, they love that. I have a big stack of cash, and I have like a big fancy car.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I find one on the internet, like a Ferrari.
Those did you ever
Then a
see
picture of
that?
somebody's giant dick. I put that in there.
Uh-huh. It's all the
Just
stuff.
all the
it's
stuff they
like-
want.
Yeah, and it's like you're a masculine man, so you'd love to have this stuff because you love men.
I just want to offer a woman what she really deserves and desires.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sometimes they say 6 figures, 6 feet, and 6 inches, and
Yeah.
that's all a woman needs in a man.
6 inches, really?
Yeah.
That's what they want?
And 6 feet.
Fuck. I got like 4
got that
inches. To,
covered.
4 inches to go.
He's 6'4".
But I'm 6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. And we don't have to talk numbers.
I got.
But I
I
think
am.
the
I
comedy
am
club-
watching my figure right now. But I'm pretty sure I'll weigh 6 figures soon.
So if that's what they
I'll
want,
weigh 100,000 pounds soon.
we'll just take a picture
I
of
am
the
trying
scale.
to watch my figures,
Uh-huh.
but I'm getting up there.
You should try figure skating.
Oh, that could help.
I feel like it might be on thin ice, even at the rink. So I don't usually go for.
Is Tina here?
No, she said, I'll be there a little before 4. I feel like it already is a little before 4. Tina, where are you? Uh-oh.
Do you
Where
wanna,
am I?
Do you want to end this one?
We can end this one.
Or we can keep going.
I think we did our job here to fill in for Mac. I don't know where he is even.
He's a big gay conference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's the
Big dick
big
conference.
dick sucking conference.
Big dick sucking
He's just
conference. Him and the guy with the big dick.
Yeah. So maybe we should text him and get a picture.
Yeah, text us a picture of the big
Profile.
dick. I want to use it for my Tinder profile.
Mm-hmm. And picture it didn't happen, Mac. But it happened.
You want to plug anything?
I have I'll be at Zany's on the 16th.
There you go.
And you can check me out on Instagram, please, at Comedy Batty. And same on all the platforms.
I'm going to go check out Dylan at Zany's on the 16th. On the 17th, catch my body falling out of the Roosevelt building.
Okay, so he's implying that I'm going to push him over the edge with my comedy. And so you can attend...
Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead.
Can attend Jason's memorial show on 11/11.
Yeah, check out my memorial show.
He will be...
check out all the posts about how funny I was on Facebook coming up. Everyone's going to talk about how funny I was.
Oh, he was so funny.
I can't wait.
And he was...
I hope Adam Quaslow posts.
Yes.
Adam Quaslow
he does
always
post a lot, so if he doesn't,
Adam Quaslow posted an RIP when that big fat comic died. What's his name?
Louis Anderson.
Not Louis Anderson. The other one.
Oh, the really fat one.
Yeah. What's his name? Fuck.
Oh,
Ralphie May.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Ralphie May died, Adam Quaslow posted an RIP as if he knew him. It was one of the most depressing things I've ever seen.
People always post the pictures from like 15 years ago, and it's like, no, you just want to post that you met them to like
I don't
brag
think he
about
even
it.
met them. He was just like, that guy was so funny. It felt like posturing. It just felt
It's
so
marketing.
gross.
Comedy, folks. I love comedy.
Yeah. Everybody who follows me ought to know.
Aren't we all in this together?
Rest in
It's
peace,
related.
Ralphie May.
He was one of the best. I remember just watching his 4-hour video on YouTube.
I watched that thing.
Yeah. There's some good stuff in there. He says, be a professional. Remember your jokes.
Yeah, be a
I'm
professional.
Like, fuck, my notebook is not a good look.
I can't remember my jokes. I got ADHD.
When you have this many jokes, when your whole life's a bit, which is true for all of us, it's hard to remember. Yeah, you want me to tell you my whole life story? Sure.
Yeah, it's too many
purple.
jokes to remember. Yeah, my dick was wrapped around my neck when I came out the womb.
Yeah, and it's thank God you made it, because then you had a huge dick.
I think the only way to begin is to begin at the beginning. I was born purple.
The caterpillar.
My dick was wrapped around my neck. The black one. The Asian one was tickling me.
Yeah, I was thinking
making
when
it
you
even
said,
harder to breathe.
D sharp. It was kind of a
Sharp
sharp guy with the D sharp, ladies. Yeah. His penis is a knife, one of them. His other penis is a gun. He's holding a gun.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I feel like that's probably a good... I didn't do this at all.
Yeah, that's fun.
This is if you're going to cancel on being our guest.
Pat Boldock.
Or if you're going to say, I'll be there.
I got mixed feelings because he also pointed, I said, we might have to shit on you, Pat, for canceling. And he said, I'm a subscriber. It's like, fuck.
Well,
he subscribes to our Patreon, so what do we do?
Probably give him like a worst patron award.
Well, I already bought 12 Cransels. Hey, check out next episode. We're doing the Patron Awards, only on Patreon. Yeah,
and if you don't, I don't know. I feel like if you can't afford the Patreon, then you're probably a broke bitch. Loser.
That's a fact.
And we like we like everybody that listens to us, regardless.
I guess so.
But I mean, it's kind of obvious you play favorites kind of naturally.
Dude, if you are willing to support us with the small amount of money we ask for, that's very cool of you.
It is.
If you like this show and you don't, or you like us and you don't, it's kind of like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of like communism.
Like, fuck you, dude.
It's
how
like the
hard is that?
commons.
You know? Just like, if you listen, but you don't, like, do the Patreon.
It's like, why don't you just listen to us all from one thing? You know, like you can get the guest episodes too, which are, that's where you think this was good. That's where.
Oh, yeah.
You add a guest in the guest episodes.
All right. That's the end. Peace out, Girl Scout. Yeah.
It wasn't very loud, but it's.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the end. Goodbye.